Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are beginning underway with the most crucial match of all time. Tainted Minds up against Order for the rights of not being made fun of by myself, Yummy Cheese Man, at the end of Gfinity this week. That's pretty important as far as it goes, because pretty much every week after the players finish their match, I'm a terrible person and a bully, and I will go up and say, "Oh, hey guys, really well played today," after someone lost, because I don't like having friends. But this week, I might be able to maintain 3 friends. Whoever wins this match will get to resist the ire. Now, for those who don't know, Tainted Minds, you should know they went to the World Championship. They are currently the best performing team domestically in OCE. They have come out top over and over again over the last 3 months, over even the top of the Chiefs. Last week they took down Chiefs 3-0 in Gfinity. And Order have always felt like the team that could be in that exact spot that Tainted Minds are. They've got 3 really good individual players, all with a solid amount of experience. Jules having been to RLCS as well with CJ. But the real thing that they seem to be missing is the mind and the mentality right now. And Zen in particular gets nervous. So this scrim, really important. Without the pressure of a LAN stage, without the pressure of RLCS qualifiers, it'll be interesting to see how they perform. And you're already seeing a lot of, I guess, interesting plays coming out from Order, very close to each other, and that is not going to work against a team like Tainted Minds. The first pass goes across, and that's Shady just with the hard read on the wall, gets it past everyone, and you see what happens when Order get too close to each other. They pack it in, they look for these close passes, and they get beaten out. So now Order have to try and make the comeback. Jules is on the attack with Zen. Another short pass. Doesn't lead to anything. They will be able to maintain some pressure here with Jules keeping this one forward. Zen on the wall waiting for it. And clear does come out from CJ. This is the time for TM. They're great at passing plays, and they get that first one through. It's across to Express. CJ piling it in as well. That's in the net. Shady. Goal number 2. CJ setting that one up nicely. This was another play where just the Order team too close to each other. Dumbo really rushing in towards Jules, not worrying about the net, and unfortunate. Now it's 2-0 up for Tainted Minds, looking to show exactly why they are the top team here in the region. And for Order, they are about to go into a do-or-die match this Sunday. Try to get into the top 4, and that is a banger straight through. Just lays it. It's a 50-50 off the defender, but it was set up by CJ once again. Dumbo, hard read with CJ's touch there. So 3-0 to Tainted Minds, and it's not even halfway through. This is painful to watch for Order. I don't think this is what they were expecting coming into this set of matches. And the chat is talking about Tainted Minds at Worlds not playing well. And honestly, you have to look at more than the win-loss ratio. Their Worlds performance was not good enough. They needed to take down EG in that upper bracket. It was always going to be hard against Cloud9, and they really showed some good signs. And you can kind of see a lot of those right here, just following each other up, getting 50-50, solid plays, and getting the goals. At this point, if you're Order, you're already thinking, okay, we can't win this match. Let's just get back into it. Let's try and... well, not the match, the game. Let's try and just figure something out. What are we doing wrong here? And the answer is everything. Here's a chance for Order. They've got the pass plays. Jules across to Zen. Zen has the double touch. He gets the angle. You see it coming every time. Jules passing it across, and this is the pass plays that they are good at. Zen over the top of Express, gets caught out. Express really had to cover the net there as well. That was the big difference maker. That's why that double touch was so good. There was one defender left. He had to cover the shot. So the double touch forces out the awkward angles, and Zen hits them every time. Order finally getting out of defense once again. Keep getting pressured on these kickoffs, and that's another quick one too. 1 minute left, and Order are bringing this back. Dumbo gets this nice and high, and you can see the mechanics from Zen. CJ just a little late on that ball. 4-2, Tainted Minds. They look fallible. They look like they could be beaten here in this scrim, in this game. Express is taking a shot. Not pinpoint accuracy that we saw earlier. Another attempt from Express. That was a difficult one to make, but if he got it, it would have sealed the deal. Order again in the attack, but Jules is overcommitted as their bump comes out from CJ looking to set this one up. A good 50-50 from Dumbo in the midfield. CJ's been inspired by Zen, and CJ gets it in off the defender. This is painful. You have to watch Jules here. Yikes. Yikes. We saw one of those plays a little bit like that from Express at the World Championship. This time it's Jules, CJ's ex-teammate no less. So potential banter there. CJ ends up getting a point over. The Express gives it right back. This is where the crowd at London, or the few of us at the front in 104 at Las Vegas, would be singing, "What a save, what 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 a save," etc. 2 own goals in a row. Will casted scrims become a thing potentially? Not all the teams want to do it. It was just something that was very quickly said off the cuff today. So we'll see. I do like getting some more videos of the players out there. So it does seem that Order will go down 6-3. They brought a little bit of a comeback, but still left their net way too open as they had almost an insurmountable lead to get up against. And this might be one more. Dumbo, this is the OC keep-ups. They always keep the ball up at the end of the game. They will not let this one down. CJ, one last chance at a goal. It looks good, but the angle not quite good enough. And Shady getting the MVP for this round. Solid game from Tainted Minds. Really able to punish the defense that wasn't quite ready, I would say, for Order. And that is 2 goals apiece as well for Tainted Minds. So nice sharing of the load. Shady gets the MVP because he got 4 assists across the game. But didn't really have any big standout players. But Shady normally further back. Good to see him really contributing to the offense. And really for Order, they feel muddled on defense. Every time that they're in the midfield, in defense with the ball, there's 2 players in the same spot. And especially for Tainted Minds, a team like Tainted Minds is always going to punish that. Every time you get too close, they'll just switch the ball across the pitch. They'll hit the backboard, and you'll be in a rough position, let's just say. CJ didn't have enough boost to get the double, but it doesn't matter. Shady getting the first goal in 5 seconds, and again, Order crumbling under the attack of Tainted Minds. Zen has the chance to try and get the recovery. Gets a good 50-50, just following that ball. Right behind, making sure he can get some kind of 50 on any challenge. And this is, I guess, Order's strength and their weakness. They get a lot of these really short passes. You can see that they read each other and they know they're going to get the pass. And they actually hit it. But because they're so close to each other, one, they get into the same position, which makes their defense weaker. And two, they just don't have enough time to react and get a very solid touch. They don't have enough time to really make a big play on the net. They often go wide. They don't get the touch that they want, and that is very costly when it comes to their attack because it sends 3 of them into the committance as well. The counterattack here from Tainted Minds gets immediately returned from Dumbo. Somebody just looking to find the one follow-up touch that'll allow them to get into the attack. It's now 2v1, but Jules takes it to the side. Gives CJ the opportunity. Good 50-50 from Dumbo. The challenge was smart, and the follow-up. Express has to send that away. Look at the defensive passing from Tainted Minds, though. 1, 2, 3, all involved. It was going to be a struggle if they didn't get the pass off. It would have been a readable clear. Not the touch that Express wanted, but actually the slow touch works out. Shady holding this one in the middle. You can see that CJ is already in the pass position, so he was ready for the 50-50 as well. Jules almost beats out Shady, but it's a good intercept in the end. Dumbo has the opportunity. He takes the shot. Express makes the save, but Dumbo's there to follow it up. That was just a big first shot coming out from Dumbo. The follow-up is excellent as well. A great read. Order now back in this game off the back of Dumbo. This looks like it might be a tighter one than game number 1. Dumbo sends that up. It's 2v1 situation once again. The pass down to Zen gets intercepted, and Tainted Minds, they seem to have the better of the interceptions in terms of these two teams. Able to follow up on a lot of the touches from Order, read them well, shut them down. Express over to the side for CJ. Express again, he's spending a lot of time in defense this game. And I must say, not the most adequate job at it. He's had a rough time, but he's losing a lot of his momentum a lot of the time. Ends up standing still or facing backwards, which makes his defensive clears really difficult. And this is a good goal, but also painful to see. He got bumped off the backboard. Express thought he had it, but that's so difficult. You don't expect the attacker to chase you all the way to your backboard. It shouldn't work out. It's a risky play, but when you're Order and you're struggling to get some goals, it is what you have to do. So you take some risks. Sometimes they pay off. Order now 2-1 in the lead. And Order! That's another goal. Thank you for the follow. Contrast as came in at the right time, and I was actually off Express again. Oh, Express not having the best game so far in defense. Chat recognizes 4 of the names on the field: Express, Dumbo, CJ, and Zen. Is Shady and Jules just as experienced? Well, Jules is was CJ's teammate at the World Championship in Season 5 in London for Tainted Minds, so he's got World Championship experience, and Shady is his teammate at this last World Championship. So yeah, they all here have experience. Zen and Dumbo haven't been to World Championship yet, though. They're just long-time players. So Order, they're 3-1 up, and they've got the aggression going. A chance here for CJ. He gets the first touch, he goes for the double, and he takes out Express. So Shady, all the way back by himself. It's Jules across to Dumbo. There's a good attack, but not quite enough. Solid delayed flip from CJ trying to set something up. The play in the midfield, good from Express this time, much faster. Shady, that is awkward. Really shouldn't be going for that play, and he's going to be saying, I'm so good, let's go. Another own goal from Shady. That's 3 own goals. One of them you can't really blame for. Well, multiple you can't really blame for, but that one is number 3. And hello, Duty Destroyer. Welcome to the stream. It's 4-1 now for Order. 5-1. After game 1 went 6-3 to Tainted Minds. It's now getting sent the complete opposite direction. Just shows that when the floodgates open, they can open up wide. Dumbo gets that clear out. It is 5-1. It is the end of the game, and tying up of the series. Express having a bit of a rough game there. See if he can be the one to bring that one back, but I think Dumbo was important here in this game. Able to be a lot more solid, get some good 50-50s, finish off a couple of goals. I'm actually surprised that Zen got 2 goals. I didn't feel like I saw a lot of him, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'm missing something there from Zen. Just a couple of open net finishes, I'm guessing. Now, winner of this gets in the lead, and remember, a lot on the line. It is a scrim, but the winner gets the chance to not be made fun of by me, so you really see how much that's affecting Order. They're expecting to lose this weekend as Dumbo. He's really fired up. He's just got his third goal in 2 games. I think he got 1 in the first game as well. Now Dumbo looking to get this one out. Gets a good pass across to Zen, but they are really close, and Zen not reading the pass, not having time to react to it. So he just gets a light touch. If he was ever so slightly wider, gave himself a little bit more time, it could have been a goal. Express now with the backboard. It's a solid play for Tainted Minds. They do like the backboard. They play close to each other. They follow each other up. And even when it comes into a 50-50, they are able to capitalize a lot of the time. Shady now, by himself. Ball spills out into center field, and CJ looks to get it past Zen, but Zen reads it, takes the slow ball. Express by himself, moving it up. Now Jules, he fakes out one. Can he get the second? Very good dribble from Jules. CJ off the roof. He doesn't get the touch. Thought that he had that one. And CJ definitely one of the players to be able to score those. And Zen to Jules. It's out. It's not a goal yet, but Jules just finishes it off. Not enough of a clear. It was heartbreaking to see it come off the crossbar. It was not a very good touch, but the clear was also a little bit haggard. So now Order 2-0 up. They might be taking the lead. Tainted Minds not feeling like they're on their best game at the moment. Express was struggling last game, and I've seen a CJ miss a couple of balls now, if you include that roof shot. Express to clear out to CJ. CJ just hovering close to the ground. Now it's Shady that wins it out, so this will give Tainted Minds a little bit of room here to get onto the attack. Jules taking it slow and opting for the 50-50. Zen. He gets out 1, he takes out 2, he's taken out 3 players. That was a quick dribble. The first touch here to take out Shady really took them off guard. Shady thought he was going for the shot. He took it slow, just around it. Very difficult. It didn't look like a difficult dribble, but that first touch to get it past Shady and then take out the rest of the players. Fantastic play from Zen. He can just bring out these big solo goals. You have to respect him. Now Order looking to get their 4th goal on the board. Remember, Tainted Minds, currently the #1 team playing domestically. Especially while the Chiefs are in Atlanta at the moment. They're the best team currently residing in Australia with no ability to argue. And they're currently 3-0 down against Order, getting put on the ropes. Shady's doing some good work on the wall, but Order don't even need to rush. They're taking their time, and they look the best when they're not under pressure. They don't get too close to each other when that happens. They're not rushing for the shot. Dumbo with a slow rotate back. This has left the net open. No one was there to follow it up. It's Jules now in the defense for Order. CJ trying to get it past him, but even without boost, Jules is able to get it out there. Pinch attempt. Shady and Express combining well. It's a smart, that's a brilliant pass, and an even better shot. Shady, top left bins. This was a play and a half. That's the kind of play that we see from Tainted Minds all the time. And it works so well, they can do it better than maybe anyone else in the world. These really quick pass plays out of nowhere, always looking for each other. It's a good touch off the roof that really put Dumbo in a hard spot. Jules trying to get it past. Is Zen by himself. Can he finish this off? Can he get the master angle? Looked like he had it, but a good save from Express. CJ, the last one back. Dumbo cuts across to try and put on some pressure. And that's just in. That's just going all the way. CJ, they're bringing this back. A long clear all the way down. 37 seconds left on the clock. And now Tainted Minds, from the brink of despair, all of a sudden back in this match. Climbed out of the pits of hell themselves. Zen looking for this pass play. 20 seconds now for Tainted Minds. Order keep up the pressure, hoping to prevent any kind of attack from Tainted Minds. Shady fakes out the first challenge, goes for the 50-50 on the second. Dumbo staunches him out. It's CJ across to Express. Have they got it? Express gets a shot. He gets it in. 3 apiece. 4 seconds left. Express, Shady, and CJ all combined for this goal. 114 kilometers. Nothing the defense could do. That is the play. And Tainted Minds showing what they've got. The clock ticks down to 0. There's one last chance to get this in regulation time. Chance now for Shady, but it will hit the floor. And we have our first overtime. First game was all Tainted Minds. Game number 2 was all Order. And this time we have a close contest. Order already on the attack, and Dumbo has the chance, but he misses. And that bump out from Shady. There is the open net. It is CJ running it all the way down, and Tainted Minds in overtime. 18 seconds is all it took. One big demo was all it needed, and Dumbo is going to be feeling bad about that one. He got the missed touch that really cost them the game. And now Tainted Minds, they get the lead. Reminds me of a lot of these matches that happened at RLCS where it was game 5 in a lot of them. And it could have gone either way. You know, Energy versus Cloud9. Garrett G hitting the crossbar. One small mistake is all it takes to lose a game here. And now we'll have to see if Dumbo can get rid of those mistakes. Bring this back. They had 3 goals in a row last game. They were in the lead. Tainted Minds now have scored 4 in a row to bring back this entire series. It's Dumbo and Zen combined for the pass. CJ still waiting back, and he gets a good clear up into the corner and follows it at the same time. He's got no boost left, but he's still causing trouble, still chasing out the defenders, trusting in his teammates to follow up on his play. CJ going in again, and he misses, but he capitalizes well on the second touch. Zen passing across, but no one is quite ready. Jules a bit late on it. CJ across. The shot comes out from Express. It's a good angle. Now Order. Could run out of boost soon, but CJ wasn't quite expecting the ball and ends up having no momentum. Flies dead in the air. Tainted Minds send this one back, and no one really getting a solid amount of time on the ball, any solid pressure in the opponent's half just yet. Still just trying to get some touches here in the corner, and they're safe plays, but they're not kind of plays that are really going to score you any goals. Express. Still looking for the teammates, and the intercepts are really what's making this game. Now both the teams are just intercepting a lot of these passes. It's very difficult. Jules just pile drove it into Zen, and he almost made it work. Big opportunity for Order. Finding these defensive passes. That's a good 1-2-3, but again, the intercept comes out. Express just takes a shot. CJ, he really feels out of sort. He's often jumping backwards with his ball. I thought the... Oh, the score didn't update. I thought I had. It was Tainted Minds 2-1. Thank you, chat, for pointing that one out. Shady this time being the one driving backwards and missing. This will cost Tainted Minds if they keep doing it. They can't afford to not be proactive on the ball. It's a good pass by CJ. CJ just gets beaten out by Jules. Dumbo's opting for the dribbles out of defense. And now Zen just gets the open net, but he misses. Shady reading it well. CJ trying to get it out there. Dumbo, one. Is Zen able to finish? Shady coming up clutch. So he had to go from in front of the ball. Zen has the net. CJ just gets there in time. Again, Zen with a chance. Order piling on the shots. It's 1:30 left on the clock, and so many shots coming out from Order so far. It's 4-1 in terms of shots. Now Dumbo in the corner. That is not the play. Doesn't matter how well you've done and how many opportunities you've made yourself. If you just let one mistake through, just like the last game, you will lose the game and the series. But Zen finds the net this time. It felt like a matter of time. Jules just hits the backboard. And Express, that is the mistake coming out. Didn't quite reach the ball, and 1-0 for Order. Well, if it's a best of 5, they might be tying it up and looking to get into the final game. Tainted Minds currently on the defense. It's not where they want to be. All three of them in the same spot, hoping, almost panicking at this point. Shady held Dumbo back against all tides, but he didn't have any boost to really follow up. Oh, Express, again, not having the best series so far. He's trying to get that big flick. This is his chance to redeem himself. The pass, Express across to CJ in the corner. Express gets the angle again. It's not good enough, and Express gets beaten out by Jules with that 50-50. Oh, it is not going Express's way tonight. 1-0 now for Order. This is the last chance. The pass play is good. CJ this time. Seems as Shady's being the star player. But as long as there's mistakes coming out from each of his teammates, even if they're just little ones, it's going to keep costing Tainted Minds. That game could have gone either way. It was a close one. Could have been 1-0 for Tainted Minds, but Order just hold on at the last second. They've now tied it up 2 apiece. So this might be it. I don't know how many games they plan on going for. Let's say it's a best of 7. Let's cap it at a best of 7. But it is a close series so far. We'll cap it at a best of 7. Whoever gets there, even if they continue scrimming, which they likely will, we'll call the winner then. But OC teams like to scrim a lot. Hard-working teams. It's why they do well at the World Championship, despite all the disadvantages. The less tournaments, the lower salaries, and even the isolationism. And even though Order didn't make it to the World Championship... Oh, that was... They've changed colours, haven't they? Tainted Minds get on the board early on this one. CJ looking to lead them to victory, and he does. He gets the first assist down to Shady. And this is a banger of a shot as well. 2-0 already for Tainted Minds. And Order sometimes just let this get away from themselves. They just let in multiple goals that they really shouldn't have. And it looks like a very different Tainted Minds. Express trying to go for the montage play. It would have been saved, so Express made the right decision there. And a double commit coming out from Order might set up for some brilliance here in the midfield. Dumbo just finding the intercept. Smart play considering he was the first player out. There was no risk in going for it. Or very little risk. No one expected Jules to miss. Zen finds the intercept. That shot's on. It just hits the post, but no! Shady and CJ, we have to watch this. Not letting this one go. It ends up being Shady, I think, but that is painful. Own goal number 4, and that one was blatant. There was no tricking at that. There was no way that that was going in. Unfortunately for Tainted Minds, they let that one through, and they're still in the lead, but now they've given Order a lot of hope. Zen currently trying to work it out. Express has beaten them out with the bump coming out from Shady as well. Dumbo across to Zen, and Zen's finding these great angles from in front of the ball. It can be difficult when your teammate's rotating in front, but if it works, you can score a lot of goals. We've seen Zen really fire up a couple of big shots already in this game. Shady trying to work his magic on the wall. He spends a lot of time up there. I normally suggest against it, but he makes it work. He's good at the prediction. CJ goes for the low shot. Jules only just saves it out, and no potential that was based off his previous play with CJ. Knows the kind of shots he likes to go for. Of course, these guys have also versed each other so many times now. Shady, good 50. They're going to be setting up the pressure play here. You can see them circling around. Tainted Minds looking for this goal. They don't want to be sitting back on a 1-goal lead. Shady by himself gets beaten out by Zen. Zen looking to set something up with Dumbo. Dumbo doesn't come to fruition just yet. Jules. Not quite enough, but they maintain the ball. Down to Dumbo. CJ beats him. Express could get to this one. As Jules gets a bad touch, he's left it straight to them. The pass, the shot, Shady again. Look at that angle. This is incredible. We have to watch this. The pass across, you saw it coming, and Zen saw it too. But it doesn't matter if you see that ball. You are not saving it. 3-1 for Tainted Minds, looking to take out Game 5. Shady hits the crossbar. It's a good little save. As now it's Tainted Minds in the defense. But we've seen really what Order rely on is to get something interesting, to get an unpredictable play going. But that's not consistent. You can't just wait for Zen to get a big touch and take out the opponents. See if they can start getting those passes going. We know they're capable. Just not executing. That is a good pass from Express. That is clever. Tainted Minds, very creative with their passes. That's how they get it past the defense. So Tainted Minds maybe having the advantage later on in the series as they start to get into the groove. More importantly, Express is really warming up to it as well, and CJ's playmaker medal gets that across to Shady. We know that Shady can miss those open nets, but only when they're important. Order now had the chance to attack. Fortunately, Dumbo had already jumped up for the pre-touch. Dumbo, can he get it to Zen? He's got something. Zen down to Jules, but Jules is not wet ready. Express, that's going in! Oh no! This is a disaster now for for Order. Perfect angle. Jules not ready. and the players having a bit of fun with it as well. CJ. We're going to get that all-important 7th goal for Tainted Minds. Zen going for the double touch, and it's clever, but he had 2 teammates there. Almost every time that was better. Jules had the net. If that was Shady in this series, would have hit the, the top left corner. But Jules misses. Big shout out to Shady so far. Big game for him and a big series so far. Tainted Minds take game number 5. 1 game away from winning. We will quickly update this. 3-2 now for Tainted Minds. But that is a good showing for Order. It's good signs. They've struggled the last few months. The last time they versed each other in the World Championship qualifiers, Order took the victory 3-1. So they're not averse. It's not impossible for them. They have a lot of work to do, especially if they're going to be stuck in the defensive half once again. That's a good flick out from Jules. Just clipping it with his wheels. Big bang from Zen. There's too much for Dumbo. Express down to CJ. Shady is up as well. Everyone is going. And just like CJ says in the follow alert, why is he going? Well, they must know what they're doing. They're top tier professional jamers. CJ goes across to Shady. Express had gone for the demo. They just take them all out. There's an interesting pass as well. 1-0 for Tainted Minds. They're a step away. It's been an incredible series so far. Express looking to keep the pressure on, and he follows it up as well. There should be someone out center. Shady hits the backboard, and CJ wisely takes his time with it. Dumbo attempted to fake. It was the right play. Tainted Minds still working this one up. Before to spend any more time in the defensive half, they will run out of boost, but luckily these kind of players will allow them to refuel. Great negative angle from CJ. CJ almost works out. Tainted Minds playing the attack once again. Express gets the cross. These infields from Tainted Minds, you have to cover them. It leaves you open to so many other opportunities, but if you don't, you will get scored on. Jules up the wall. he hasn't got any support here. No one to follow up any of his touches. Makes it difficult. Zen finds the angle. Shady almost put it in his own net for own goal. Number 5. Shady against the wall. A good set of offensive play. There's someone out there. Shady, can he get it? He does. Oh, that is unfortunate once again, just as Order start getting their shit together. The pinch comes out. Shady is there and waiting and puts that one in. It's now the comeback required for Order. It seems that Tainted Minds have their number. They have the luck on their side a little bit as well. As Order look for the pass, but it gets immediately shut down. The shot comes through. Express had gone up just a little too early, expecting it to not hit the roof so hard. Shady across to the corner. It's a big clear coming out in the half volley. Fortunately, Jules doesn't find the angle, and everyone back from Tainted Minds. Tainted Minds again. CJ has the chance. Dumbo opts to hit his own backboard. CJ keeps it in the mix. Shady's there, doesn't get the touch, but it allows it to be open. CJ is still bumping out in this midfield. CJ took, I think it was Jules, all the way to the other end, and it bumps him on the return too. Jules getting bullied by CJ. It's a rough lesson, and he just gets away with it. Shady looking for the bump on Jules as well. Thank you for the follow, Crimzik. Jules takes the shot. Shady just trying to get that across to CJ, who ends up missing. It's Order looking to bring this one back. They've got 1 minute and 20. They need to do more than this. And look at Jules. He's gone all the way back. Just gets back in the nick of time. Doesn't get the shot. Dumbo. They've really slowed this one down. You can't do that against Tainted Minds. They're too fast. They're getting these intercepts. They're shutting down the plays before they happen. Shady gets a solid touch, and CJ with a follow-up. Express has the opportunity, gets the shot on. It's open. Shady with the steal as well. And that might just be it, folks. They might have taken out this best of 7. Shady off the roof. That's a brilliant steal. World-class level gold steal. 3-0. It's game number 7. Seems to be it, but one last chance for Order here as Jules passes it out to Dumbo. CJ getting beaten out. 30 seconds left on the clock. It's all but over as Express gets another last block. And Tainted Minds prove just why they are currently the top of the tables for OCE as they get their 4th goal. And they've really started to run away with everything. Really put Order on the back foot. Jules missing that one as well, which not ideal. He's saying okay because of the ghost touch. Solid series from Tainted Minds. In Order, we're going to be having to really practice through the rest of this set of scrims. They've got a big series coming up this Sunday. They need to play better than that to take down the sub-roster of the Chiefs in Gfinity, and that is a must-win for them. They win that, they go through to the finals, they lose, and they have to hope that Avant can take down Ground Zero. I will duck out of that. And it was a great series. Thank you very much to the guys for bringing me in. And we will see more of Tainted Minds and Order another time.